morning, everybody. It's me, Spencer Lee, back with another video. Yeah, we're good on the filter on, but it's a 5-ish here on Kauai, and we are waiting in line to enter into Honolulu in an area. So, because of the landslide that happened, a couple of years ago, or I think 1 year ago, the road into Honolulu has been closed during the nighttime hours, and some parts during the day too. They close the road because there's only one lane in and out, and so it would be, excuse me, it would be ridiculous to have workers, throughout the night just trying to contraflow the road. So they don't open till 5:30. Unfortunately, sunrise is at 6 o'clock, so that doesn't give me a lot of time to try and go and find a place to shoot. So my options are one of two, depending on what time I get in, is to go back to Honolulu Pier and shoot kind of like that morning light coming over the mountain and shining on the pier. Not sure if I'm going to get that due to our cloud coverage. My other option is to shoot at tunnels, which is that classic cliff where you have the big mountain and then it kind of, actually for you it'd be like this way, right? The big mountain and then you have those sharp edge peaks on the end and turning towards the, how's this guy just going ahead? Can go through or what? That guy looked like he knew what he was doing, so I have no idea what I'm doing either. So, anyways, yeah, those are the two options. If I can get in right at 5:30, I think I can probably sneak it in and make it to tunnels on time just to catch that morning light. It also depends on what I see in the sky too. If I see that there's, plenty of clouds blocking the way, I might have to go to tunnels because it's like the only clear view of the sunrise to try and catch some color underneath the clouds. If it's all looking clear and I'm, kind of slowing down, getting stuck in this traffic at 5:30, Honolulu might be the best way to go because it's like quicker, it's closer, it's an easy setup with the composition, and then boom, you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, I'll let you know what we do and see what happens. This is Kauai, right here. So, here at tunnels, just barely made it before the sunrise, but if I show you the other way, you know that there isn't a chance of anything really happening right now at sunrise. So, the main reason why is to shoot kind of morning light on the mountain. Have until I think like 8 o'clock to see if we can get a little bit of morning light. There is a little bit of opening in the clouds. So hopefully some light can come through. We'll probably set up a couple of time lapses and see what we can get. It's a very, very big mountain. Like this is, I think, shooting at around 18 mil right now. So cases like this, I'm glad I rented that 12 to 24 because having two cameras shooting at the widest is going to be quite helpful for a scene like this, because you obviously want to capture the entire scene from this peak at the end all the way up to the top and even behind it too. But, yeah, not quite sure what's going to happen. Not thinking that, let me show you guys what we're dealing with in terms of the sunrise. There's clouds, but there's this thick layer right here, so not going to get a whole lot of action going on this morning, but we'll wait it out, we'll see what happens. Yeah, hopefully we get something good. tripod for me guys real fast. Oh man, here comes the drizzle. So went to hid behind the tree, it stopped raining for a little bit, came back out and it started to rain again. So I think I'm just gonna have to suck it up. Like a man, take it like a man, Spencer. Anyways, you can see a little bit of those clouds lighting up, just a bit. Hard for you guys to see though. Oh, not that way. There we go. A little bit of those clouds lighting up. Who knows if we're gonna get any light coming through. But yeah, the reason why I kind of decided to come to tunnels is because this entire morning it was just dumping rain on the drive here. So I figured the rain is gonna be too thick for us to see all the way into Honolulu Valley. So even though it was closer, I preferred to be have a shot that was closer to the mountain. So even if the light never actually hit, then we still get a nice view as a payoff. So that is the kind of stuff that we're working on right now. It's pretty rough. There's like zero light on the scene right now. We got 2 rain covers on both cameras. I mean, 2 rain covers, 1 on each camera, just to protect the cameras from the elements a little bit. But I think it's working out pretty well. I need to invest in another one of these guys for that camera. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Not sure if we're gonna get anything good, not sure if we're gonna get any light, but this is worth trying. Not too much action in terms of sunrise going on the other way though. Let me see if I can turn this ND filter on. There we go. Yeah, not much, just gray. There's a little bit of red in the clouds, but not much. A little red up there, but overall, not the best sunrise. So let's just hope for some morning light. I think that's the best we can do. You know, it would be nice if all these colorful clouds over here made their way over here. That would be nice. That would be helpful. Instead of those clouds just rising and coming more towards this way to block my sunlight. That'd be ideal. Not sure if that's gonna happen, but that would be ideal. Oh. Still beautiful though. I mean, I would still rather shoot this every single day than stay on Oahu, to be honest. I mean, like, come on. How easy is these shots to have right here? Just pure, walk up to the beach, set the camera down, and shoot. Doesn't get much simpler than that. Woo. Beautiful. Oh yeah, boys and girls. I think our wish might be coming to fruition. I see a little bit of orange glow coming on those ridges, and there's some color peeking in from this side. Oh my goodness, we might be in for a good one. Unfortunately, there isn't much more to do except just sit here and watch it, because all my cameras are occupied and I ain't taking these things off the tripods for anything. Unless, I don't know, some rainbow magically appears off in the distance, which I don't think it will. I think we should be good for at least a little while, but oh, beautiful, beautiful views. You just gotta love it. You know what I should do? I should throw the drone up in the air because I don't fly that thing enough. All right, it's drone time. Oh, this light is incredible. Bye, see you later. Sorry, kicking sand at me. Oh my goodness, look at this stuff. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I'm so happy I came here and not went to Honolulu. Oh, this is mean. Okay, well, that was a good drone flight. Good sunrise. The light is starting to fade already. I think it's gonna get caught up in a cloud, so I'm just gonna wait for those time lapses to finish up and then head back to pick up Kylie for today's adventure. Not quite sure what we're gonna do. Probably gonna hit the beach or something like that. But yeah, what a very, very successful morning. I mean, I'll show you guys some clips from the last time I was here and some stills. But essentially, I shot way too close to the mountain. I wanted to come back a little bit further away. That way I could get the entire view of the mountain. And I guess, yeah, today was a mission success because the whole mountain lit up and got those things all on time lapses and flew the drone. So yeah, return mission accomplished. Didn't think it would happen, but it did. And yeah, hopefully we just can get some good light during the daytime. It's supposed to be cloudy and rainy, kind of like what it is, how it's been right now, but so far it's been okay. So far, decent amount of clear sky, so hopefully we'll get some nice clarity if we go to the beach. But yeah, very, very successful trip. It was worth getting up at 4:30 in the morning and waiting in line to get into Honolulu. That's what you gotta do. Pay the price, get the reward. Quick vlog update in the car. Just got back to the place and we are gonna head to the beach. So there's the pretty lady coming down, walking. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the beach now and we'll hopefully get some clear skies. I think we should be all right. This is how you carry a house. Ooh. say it's a pretty good beach session. Just gonna head back to the place, charge up on some batteries, and probably gonna do the classic Wailua Falls next. So yeah, we'll see you there once I dump all this footage and get some batteries charged, because all my drone batteries are dead, and that's a place I definitely want to drone as well. So yeah, just gonna make our way up this gigantic hill, and hopefully we don't fall off or slip or get cut or anything. How's the beach? She doesn't say much, but she talks a whole bunch when the camera's not there. Alright, so we have descended down the hill of muddiness death, and we're pretty much almost there, just have one tiny little stretch to go. But yeah, we are here at the classic falls of Kauai, Wailua, and it's pretty chill today. I thought there would be more water because it's been raining the past couple of days, but I guess there really isn't all that rain for anything to really happen. So it's nice peaceful flow. The last time we were here, 2019, it was pretty gushing. Like there was a lot of mist, mist created by the falling water. But this time it's nice, peaceful, kind of. I mean, obviously it's still raging, but it's actually quite nice. I feel like a little bit more photogenic instead of just having to deal with all that mist on the camera and all of that stuff. So yeah, almost down there. Should get there momentarily. Kylie is already pretty much there. Oh man, these waterfalls are pretty unreal. Nothing else like this. It's like gallons of gushing water pretty much all the time. If it wasn't for blue skies, if we had some clouds, maybe I would do a time lapse, but unfortunately, all blue skies today, which is nice. I'm not complaining. It creates some really nice flow and nice texture for us. Woo! Beautiful. Alright, boys and girls, hang on. A little bright. There we go. Alright, boys and girls, this is Waterfall 101, brought to you by Spencerly 808, or Spencerly on YouTube, whatever you like to call me. But essentially, we got some beautiful, beautiful front flow, or foreground flow, leading straight up to the waterfall. So it like matches perfectly the leading lines. All of the flow in the foreground is leading directly up to the main waterfall. So we're going to use a technique called, exposure blending. So essentially what I'm going to do, let me pause this video, is I'm going to take a longer exposure for the foreground. That way it kind of creates some nice, real, mysterious, kind of like dreamy kind of look. So I'm going to drop my ISO to 50, which is the lowest. I think 0.8 should be pretty good. F16 is alright. Hello Kylie, you're in the vlog now. We'll focus in on the foreground and take that shot, and we'll see how that comes out. Ooh, and that foreground is nice and dreamy looking. Very smooth, very nice. And what I have on it here, on the front of the lens, I stacked these filters here. I have the circular polarizer to cut down on the glare, as well as the 3-stop ND filter to kind of cut some more light. So I have a little bit more control over my shot with those two filters. And now, just a bit, we're gonna move just a little bit. Yeah, go into that rock, that's good. She's trying to get in my shot here. But yeah, I might try a shutter speed of half a second now, and maybe up this ISO to maybe like 60 for. Let's try that, see how that looks. Okay, half a second actually provides a little bit more texture. And then the other shutter speed I really like to try is 1/5 of a second. So let's try that. ISO 100. That's 1/6 of a second. 1/5 of a second. Try that. Okay, and it actually has quite a little bit more texture to it, a little bit too much. And what I really like is probably like 0.5 of a second. That was probably the best shutter speed for the Waterfall. Now the next step to do, because if you look at the half a second shot, the waterfall in the background, it looks very blurry. I mean, the foreground has a lot of texture, but the background is just very blurry. And like right now, the waterfall is crashing really, really quickly, and it's carrying a lot of texture within that crash. So I kind of want to capture it as fast as possible with that shutter speed. I don't want it to be super blurry. I want all of those textures of the crashing water to be nice and sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew the 3-step ND filter, and that way that makes my screen, my exposure really, really bright. So the next thing to do is to quicken down my shutter speed, and at ISO 100 I can still only get about maybe like 1/30th of a second. Let me just try and see how that shot looks. Maybe we'll zoom out just a tad bit, and we can always blend those two together. There's no problem. Take that. 1/30th of a second. Well, the water still seems kind of blurry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compensate for that this dark exposure by opening up my aperture to maybe about f8. We will darken down the shutter speed there, 1/25th of a second. Take that shot. At 1/25th of a second, well, there is just the slightest hint of movement. It's still nice and sharp. It still kind of portrays what I want to portray, but there is that slightest bit of movement there still. So I think I don't really like to shoot anywhere past f8 because then I lose a lot of depth of field. But for this case, we're up pretty high. I don't think depth of field will be that big of an issue. Let's go to f5.6. Shutter speed 1/250th. Actually, let's open it up to f4. Still want to maintain some shadow detail. Make the shutter speed 1/500th of a second, or 1/640th of a second. Actually, is what we can do. And that actually looks pretty sweet. Nice and sharp. That water crashing is really, really nice. It's quite nice actually. We're gonna zoom in just a bit more. Try that shot again. And because we have water in various staging of falling and we're shooting that fast, what we can do is we can take a burst and we can just pick the one that we want. So we have a foreground that's nice and smooth, nice and long exposure, like nice and dreamy, but we keep the sharpness and the power that's shown in that waterfall. Did you follow all of that, Kylie? She's a master at waterfalls now, apparently so. Anyways, that's a waterfall tip 101. Now I'm just gonna shoot some adventure Instagram-y like photos of Kylie, and yeah, it should be a fun one. So we got Kylie set up down on there on the rocks. We got the drone. Came over here in the shade so I can actually see my screen. Yeah, here goes nothing. that was a fun little trip. Kylie's just reviewing the photos I took of her on the phone, on the camera. But yeah, beautiful waterfall. Now I'm really dreading the climbing up this hill. Kind of tired, dehydrated. I feel a mean dehydration headache coming up. But good thing Kylie's driving back, right? Suspicious. She told me she was going to drive back.
You don't have to eat it all though, you can save it.
She stole my lunch. Alright, boys and girls, so after a quick little break, we are back for sunset at the same place we shot sunrise this morning. We'll be able to get some good light, some pretty clear skies with a little bit of clouds, so who knows. If anything, it'll just be like some nice glow on the mountain, I think. It would be nice if we got some clouds to light up as well. Yeah, just gonna head down to the beach, see what it's all about. Ain't that right? She's getting better at being on the vlog. At least she's reacting instead of trying to block my camera. Crazy light. Ooh, this light is mean. Alright, this is my composition right here. light that's fading away already. Seems like there's a layer of clouds blocking the sunset, so who knows if we're going to get anything stick around. We'll see what happens. It's never too late for miracles, especially here on Kauai. So, yeah. But I think the shots we got with the fading light were actually pretty good for for what we got today. Yeah, here's the shots now. Krabby Patties. And I think with that as our sunset, I think we will conclude for the day. It's still a nice view here, just like this, but it wasn't as good as this morning. She's telling me to Photoshop herself into the shot I got this morning, but that's going to be a little hard to do.
How would they know?
The lighting is totally different. Stop trying to reference TikTok and everything. But anyways, thank you for joining us on today's mission. Back again tomorrow for day 3 out of 7, right? 7 days. Yeah, for day 3 out of 7. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.